How do plants get their energy? If you guessed the sun, then you are correct. This is because of something called photosynthesis. Now, if plants can use the sun to make energy, why is it that we can't? Well, there's actually three ways to harness the sun's energy. There's photovoltaic, solar heating and cooling, and concentrating the solar power of the sun. Through photovoltaic solar panels, we can create electricity straight from the sun through electronic processes that happen naturally in certain materials, also known as semiconductors. Right here, for example, is a calculator that at the top of has a photovoltaic solar panel. That solar panel is used to recharge the battery within this calculator so that you don't have to change the battery. It naturally gets charged when left out in the sun or left out in the light. Standing right behind me is what we have, a standard water heater. This may do the job right, but it can get quite costly real fast. Through the power of solar energy, we can capture thermal energy from the sun and use it to heat water for our homes, use it to heat up your houses. You can do a lot with thermal energy. You see, with concentrated solar power, or CSP, it's a little bit different than the other two ways of harnessing the sun's energy. You can't put something onto your ceiling or roof or put something in your backyard to harness the sun's energy. It's not that simple. With CSP, it requires a large amount of space similar to that of a power plant so that it can use as much space to get as much sun to create as much energy as possible. Now you're probably wondering, what is concentrated solar power? Well, let me explain. With concentrated solar power, it is a bunch of mirrors that are pointed towards a fixed focal point that when heated up, heats up water that turns into steam, which drives a traditional turbine, which then is turned into electricity. Now let's discuss the history of solar energy. French scientist Edmond Becquerel was who most people credited for the photovoltaic effect. He determined light could increase electricity generation when two metal electrodes were placed into a conducting solution. Around 1883, Charles Fritz produced the first solar cells made from selenium wafers. However, solar cells as we know them today are made out of silicone rather than selenium. Therefore, the true invention of solar panels are tied to a group of scientists that were working together at Bell Labs in 1954. Did you know that using solar energy can help the environment? By using solar energy, we reduce the air pollution because we're not burning any natural gases or fossil fuels, emitting CO2 into the atmosphere, rather than just using the sun that naturally is given to us. Using solar energy also helps reduce the dependency on fossil fuels and non-renewable energy. All this to say that solar energy is a more cleaner and cheaper source of energy. With time, solar energy is going to only get better and become more efficient and easier to use and access. If everyone in the world started using solar energy more, then environments and ecosystems would be out of this world.